2, and 3.
Hey, this is Shaw TV's Kevin Hirschfield. If you weren't aware, 2016 marks 100 years since women were first given the right to vote, and much of that is thanks to a couple of Manitoba women, including Nellie McClung. Today we're standing on Sargent Avenue, where the latest tribute to those women is being unveiled. It's this mural right behind us, and is the latest addition to the West End BIZ mural tours. The artist of the mural joins us now, Mandy Van Leeuwen. Mandy, thanks for joining us. What was your reaction, first of all, seeing the mural unveiled in front of everybody and just seeing everyone ooh and ah at it?
I'm just happy because it was a lot of work to bring it to now, and I'm just happy that we can share it and talk about it even more now. And it's just, I'm so honored to be part of this story. It's awesome.
And you were asked to do this mural, right? What was it like to be given the opportunity to do something very historical significance?
Oh, very scary.
Oh, yeah?
But I just think that you have to grow as an artist. You have to face your fears and just take on a challenge and do your best with it.
Explain kind of the style you took with this. How long did it take as well, and what did you kind of think about when you put it together?
Well, I'm looking at the timing. In 1914, the play happened at the Walker Theatre. That's sort of the central theme of the mural, and I'm thinking of the colors and the fonts that are like that. Pictures you see when you research and everything, and then just putting together all the elements based on that. But visually it looks good, and it's also a relationship with the space. This is very much a pedestrian street, but it's also a high traffic street, so you want it to be well received from both angles.
This is the latest addition to the West End BIZ mural tours. This isn't your first rodeo, though. You have quite a few on display here. How many do you have on display, and where are they located? Oh,
there's more than 50 around the city. I've been doing this a little while. But many in the West End BIZ. With another artist, Michelle St. Hilaire, I did it with the Bill Nuri mural on Ellis and Laneside. Power Play murals, a tribute to Winnipeg's hockey greats, and that's on Furby and Portage. Another one was the same artist. But there are many, many more.
And we're now joined by Lila Goodspeed from the Nellie McClung Foundation. Lila, before we get to today's mural, just a brief maybe explanation of Nellie McClung and her role in history for those of us who don't know.
Oh, Nellie McClung was one of those women who, at the age of 12, actually was starting to plan to go and teach school, and ended up being a teacher. And so she was very into the history of the community, lived in Manitou. And anyway, she just got engaged in helping people. And it wouldn't matter what the issue was, she would think something has to be done about this. And so it was just something that was engendered in her and wanting to help.
So 100 years later now, this mural unveiled today, what do you think of when you first saw this? What do you think of?
Well, I fortunately was part of the design, not the artistic part so much, but the information that's in it. And it's so fabulous because there's so much history. This is a whole year's history lesson here if you come and listen to it.
Yeah.
But I think it's fabulous. It really depicts the women well, and it depicts the event. All of these papers that are streaming down were reflective of the numbers of petitions that were signed, and huge numbers were signed. Even people would go door to door in the farm to farm to get people to sign up. We had a committee of all kinds of women's groups and organizations to talk about things they could do, and then we had a website that was a static, rather a dynamic website that you could keep adding events onto it. So you always knew there was something going on. And even across the country, of course, they're in connection with various groups who are putting on events for the 100th.
Hey, Lila, thanks so much for the time. Definitely come down to Sargent Avenue and check out this beautiful tribute to Nellie McClung and her fellow suffragettes.